All right, so we are going to get started now. Before we do so, if I could just have any member in the audience confirm that my sound is working by typing in the chat box, I can hear you, or hi. That'd be awesome. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me before we start. Just so you guys know, you can hear me, but I cannot hear you. So if somebody could please confirm in the chat box, that would be awesome. I'm just waiting on confirmation that my sound is working. Okay, perfect. All right, so again, today we are going to talk about ProxioPro. I'm going to show you guys how to take advantage of your membership with Proxio and do some international business. So my name is Caroline, and I'm a product support associate at Proxio. I'll be hosting this webinar today. This webinar is for you guys, so feel free to interrupt me with questions. I will do my best to answer everything on the spot. However, some of them I'll save till the end if they are a little bit more complex and are going to take away from my presentation. I'll cover them at the end. So if I ignore your question, don't worry, I will get to it eventually. And if you guys ever need any help, reach out to me. I have my email on the screen as well as my Twitter, so feel free to contact me in the future. Today, my mission is to help you get more listings, market them internationally, and get referrals for qualified buyers moving to your area. So this is an overview of everything we're going to talk about today. We'll talk a little bit more about Proxio. We'll look at some 2014 trends from the real estate market. We'll talk about ProxioPro, which will be the heart of this webinar. And I'm going to do a live demo for you guys, show you how to use it. I'll give you some best practices for using ProxioPro. We'll look at the 3 different types of memberships. And then I'm going to give you a sneak peek of our newest product. All right, so what is Proxio? Proxio is an international real estate marketing company, and we provide tools such as websites and portals that help you get into the global real estate industry. Now, this is because we know that real estate is absolutely a global business, and we want to help you stay competitive and become a global agent. So let's look at some trends from last year in real estate. The first one is that foreign buyers are making a huge difference. So you'll notice the graph on the right, you can see the upward trend in just how much of the real estate market, the US residential real estate market, that foreign buyers purchased. Last year it was reached an all-time high, which is $92.2 billion and 7% of the total market. Foreign buyers tend to pay a higher price, 34% higher than median price, and 60% of the time they pay in cash. So we really want to help you guys cash in on this. This is going to be huge, and we definitely cannot ignore foreign buyers. And where do these foreign buyers come from? So the Profile of International Home Buying, which was a survey taken by NAR in 2014, found the top 5 countries from last year, and they were Canada, China, the UK, Mexico, and India. And just one more trend that's important is that multilingual is quickly becoming the new norm in the US. So this is a map of the percent of people speaking a language other than English at home. The concentration is very high in certain areas, up to 40%. But right now, as a country, up to 47.5% rather, we are, as a country, at 20.1% of people speaking a second language at home. So being able to reach these multilingual and multicultural buyers is very important. Which brings us to ProxioPro. What exactly is this tool and how is it going to help you guys? So ProxioPro is the only global real estate network exclusively for the real estate industry. So think LinkedIn, but specialized for real estate. So it's a professional network of agents with over 600,000 agents from 140 countries. We have MLS listings built into the platform in a total of over 3 million properties. We partner with 45 national real estate associations from around the globe. and everything translates into 19 languages, 55 currencies, and metric conversions, so that any agent from anywhere in the world can fully read and understand your listing in their native language. So that's awesome. And here are some of the key features with ProxioPro. You guys are going to learn how to do all of this today. You can create a profile, build a global referral network, search and find international properties, add listings, translate into 19 languages, and syndicate with global portals. And that brings me to the demo. So I'm going to log in here at ProxioPro.com. If you guys don't have a profile yet, you can sign up in that box that says sign up now. You guys may qualify for a free account if we have a partnership with your MLS or association. So shoot me an email and I will look into that for you. But if not, you can log in at ProxioPro.com or you can set up your profile there. So the first thing I want to show you guys is that if you ever want to read the system in another language, you can just click on any one of these flags. So let's say I want to read this in Spanish. I'm going to click on that and everything is fully translated, which is great. And then this home page here, we also like to call this the big button page. That's because these large buttons that I'm hovering my mouse over are very popular action items within ProxioPro. So you might find yourself using these buttons quite frequently. And if you, another way to navigate throughout the site is this column on the left. This will always be here no matter where you are within the site, so you can always use that. I'm also going to use it today as a bit of an outline for this webinar. So I'm going to just walk down this column here, and if I skip something, that just means that it's not important to getting a grasp on ProxioPro, so don't worry if I skip over something. All right, so this first, one more thing I'll show you on this homepage here is the activity feed. This is a feed of the latest in both your network and the entire world. So here's all the agents that I'm connected to. This is the latest news of what they're doing. So we have people adding listings, people making new connections, and I can check in on that. And then if I hit global network, I can see the very latest in global real estate. So any agent on our platform who adds a listing or makes a connection, that is going to be all in this news feed right here. All right, and the next thing I'm going to show you guys is how to set up and edit your profile. So in the top right corner here, you'll notice a photo of, well, that's me, and then there's my name, and I'm going to click on this little pencil inside of a box to edit my profile. That's going to bring me to this page. The first thing you guys want to do is fill out the way that you like to read information. For example, I go by square feet and the US dollar. So fill that out. The next thing you want to do is fill out your personal information. Proxio recommends that you guys fill this out as completely as possible. It's going to help you with SEO. It's going to establish your personal brand and online presence. And of course, people will be more inclined to network with you if they notice that your profile is fully filled out and it looks like you use ProxioPro. So fill out all of these designations, affiliations, license number. We have a place for you to put your specialties, whether or not you pay referral fees, that's important. And of course, a photo of yourself is huge. You want to have people put a name to a face. So upload a professional photo of yourself and a company logo if you'd like. And one more thing about this page, if you ever need to change your password, it's right here at the bottom of the edit profile page. So I'm going to hit save changes and I'm good to go. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to search for a property. So walking down this column here, the next thing that I'm going to do is hit property search. And that will bring me to this page. So you can search for any property in the world, fill out those specifications that you'd like. I'm going to say I have a client who is interested in moving to Costa Rica and needs at least 2 bedrooms. And I'm going to hit search. And that will bring me to my results. So the first thing you'll notice here is these premium listings. They show up at the very top. They look pretty nice. They're highlighted in green. Those get lots of exposure. And then we have our standard listings at the bottom. So I just wanted to mention that premium listings, they either come with your package, depending on what package you buy, or you could buy them for $30 for 1 quarter. So if you're a premium agent, you get 5 listings, and if you're a global agent, you get 10. Otherwise, you can purchase them per quarter. And I'm now going to walk you through these columns and show you how to interpret this information. So the first one shows whether the listing is active or inactive. Obviously, you're going to see mostly green check marks here. The next one shows the privacy level of the listing. So a globe means that it's public for all of ProxioPro to see. 2 little computer screens means that it's only for the listing agent's network. And a lock means that it's private. Next, we have the reference number. So if you click on that, you can actually view the property. That will bring you to a page with all those details. So here we are. And if I hover my mouse over these photos, I can get a preview of what the property looks like. And very important here at the bottom, we have the listing agent's information. So if you wanted to reach out to this agent and say, hey, I have a buyer who is interested in this property, let's split commission, then you have their phone number. You also have their email. You can even look at their website. We also have a link to their Proxio profile here. So all that information is going to be readily available for you. And then the next column is a full look at the photos. So this will bring you to the photos page. Again, I'm just hovering my mouse over these guys and taking a look at this property. Looks like a nice one. This column here is going to tell you whether or not the agent is willing to split commission. So if there is a giant red circle with a bar through it in this column, that means they will not split commission. Otherwise, if it's blank, that means they are willing to split commission. So lucky for you guys, all of these properties, you can split commission. Then we have the city and the state and the location. We have the country, the class, the price, whether or not this agent pays referral fees, so yes or no. Looks like all of these are yes. We have the total rooms on the property, the total bedrooms, the total bathrooms, the footage, or the size rather, of the building, and then we have the size of the land. And once again, we make it really easy for you guys to get in touch with this listing agent. We have a link to their agency. And we have the handshake button if you want to invite the listing agent to your network. Just click on that handshake and hit invite. So now you can network with this agent and add them to your network. Or you can directly email them by clicking this envelope here. So feel free to customize this content. And that is how you view a listing. I'm sorry, that's how you search for a property. And I'm going to show you one more thing about viewing a listing. Let's say I think that, okay, my client is really going to like this. I can share this with them. Sorry, I actually made a mistake. I can share this with them by generating a client report. And the way that I do that is I select the listing by putting a check mark in that box. I hit view client report and I hit the green arrow. And now we have a summary of all that property information with your agent information branded on the bottom. So there's my photo, that's my logo, and here's my contact information. So we have just made this customized for you. You can also translate it. So this is now in Hindi. And what I can do is directly email it to a client by hitting that email button, or I can print it for a client. Great. So that is how you search and find international properties. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to find an international agent and do some networking. So walking down this column here, I just clicked agents. and that will bring me to this agent search page. So you can fill out your specifications. Let's say I want an agent who lives in California and speaks Spanish. I'm going to fill that out and hit the green arrow, which brings me to my results page. So the first thing that you will notice is the way that we sort these agents. So these guys right here with the orange sun, these are all global agents. So that's our highest membership level. And the next group of agents that shows up in the search results are premium members. And if I keep scrolling, I'm going to get to these standard agents. Those guys have a blue star. So there are two ways to improve your search results. The first would be to upgrade your membership, so global, premium, standard. And then if you want to show up even higher, you can add more connections. So you'll notice that the highest global agent has the most connections, 914, and the highest premium agent has more connections than any premium agent, and they have 338. So two ways to improve your search results. And then the next thing you'll notice is that I am already connected to some of these agents. So if I have a gold star in this column, that means that they are in my network. I've already invited them and they have accepted. This little triangle means that they are pending. They have not yet accepted my friend request. And if there's a handshake, that means I have not networked with them yet. So I can click on that and add them to my network. So let's just view one of these agents, and I'll show you how to read these profiles. So first of all, this guy did a wonderful job filling out his profile. He has his office. He has the 3 languages that he speaks. There's his contact information. Here's some more information. I can look at his Facebook or his personal website if I want. He has 4 listings, 533 connections, and he is a global agent. And there's his professional photo there. So as you can tell, if I come across a profile like this that is completely filled out, I'm probably a little bit more inclined to add this guy to my network than I am a blank profile. So definitely fill out your profile. And here are all the groups that he's part of. So that is how you can connect with an agent. Again, if you guys aren't so picky, you can just go down this column and network with agents. Or if you want to click on one and find out a little bit more about them before you add them, you can then hit invite and they will be added to your network. Cool, so that is how you find international agents. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to stay in touch with your agent network. So looking at these tabs at the top, I'm going to move over to the next one, which is My Agent Network. And if I want to email any of these agents, I can select their little box here and hit Send Mail. Or I can select All and send everybody an email. So this is going to create a blind copy of an email and send it to each one of their email inboxes. And you can customize this content. You can actually embed photos. You can design the HTML if you want. You can embed videos or links. You guys can make this email very nice looking and interactive. So we encourage you guys to keep in touch with your network by letting them know when you have a new listing, letting them know when you're looking to do some networking. We just encourage you guys to actively stay in touch with your network. And of course, we don't recommend using this feature every day because then you would oversaturate everyone's inboxes and they would get annoyed. But this is a nice feature for you guys. It's quick and you can do some email marketing if you choose. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to join a group. So ProxioPro groups are communities of professionals with a common affiliation, and they can be set up or sponsored by any organization with a connection to the real estate industry. So you'll notice that some of these groups are just fun, common interest groups, while others, such as the Keller Williams Global Property Specialist, that's an actual designation that you have to sign up and pay for. So you can't just join that group, but you guys can join some of these other groups, such as the ProxioPro user group. So you can search for any property any group that you might want to join. Let's say I'm a luxury agent. I want to see what kind of groups they have out there for luxury agents like myself. And it looks like this one is a common interest group called the Language of Luxury. I can click on that. And I can ask to join this. I'm actually already a part of this group, but normally there's going to be a button right here that says ask to join. And so the benefit of being part of a group is that you have access to a group message board where you can post messages to the entire group at once. You can get some exposure for your listings. You can do some networking. You also have a newest listings feed. So if all your new listings are going to show up in every group listing that you're a part of, so more exposure for you guys. And then you can do some networking. You can reach out to these agents. There's always going to be a full agent list of all of the agents who are part of this group. So we recommend joining a group. It's just going to help you guys get more exposure. And this group, it looks like, has about 1,000 members and about 6,000 listings together. So that's great. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how to manage your properties on ProxioPro. So like I said, we partner with a lot of MLSs so that we can just grab your listing information from your MLS and you don't need to upload it. So if you're not sure if Proxio has a partnership with your MLS, shoot me an email and I can find out for you. If so, your listings will automatically feed into ProxioPro, so you don't have to enter them yourself. Under My Properties, if you hit Property List, that's where you can manage all of your properties on ProxioPro. Right now, I only have one. And if you want to edit any one of your properties, you can do so in the Edit Property by clicking Edit Property. So all my properties would show up here, and I can edit them. And then lastly, if you ever need to manually add a property, you can definitely do that by clicking Add Property and filling out all of that information. So we made that easy for you guys. And the next thing I'm going to show you is how you can get exposure to home buyers from around the world. So the concept of ProxioPro is that it is an agent-to-agent network. So everything you post on here is going to get global exposure to agents from around the world. And how do you guys get exposure to home buyers from around the world? Well, that's why we have a partnership with worldproperties.com. So everything that you guys put on ProxioPro is also going to feed into World Properties. And this is a popular site that faces home buyers from all over the world. So you guys can check that out if you'd like. This is our sister site, and they do. This is a home buyer. Home buyers can look at this, so you guys can check that out. And that is everything I have for you guys in the demo today. So we're just going to go over a few more things real quick. The first is a testimonial. So we often get asked if ProxioPro works, and we can tell you that it absolutely does. So this is Martha Bailey. She's an agent from Florida, and she used Proxio to find an investor for a commercial development project, resulting in a $19 million sale. So the way that she made that happen is by actively using her ProxioPro account, actively networking with other agents from other countries, and she was able to generate some success that way. So that's awesome. And that brings me to best practices. So what are some tips that will help you guys make the most out of your membership? The first is to network. So we like to say at Proxio that networking is an action verb. In order to have success with growing your network, you have to actively be networking, which means connecting with new agents, sending them emails, posting on group message boards, etc. If you want to be successful on ProxioPro, you need to actively use it. So log in a few times a week and be active on the platform. Number 2 is to use the built-in email feature. So I showed you guys how to use that. You can send an email to your entire network at once, and it's a great way to do some email marketing right within ProxioPro. So we suggest using that. And then number 3, Leverage ProxioPro to win listing presentations. So if you guys show up to a listing presentation, if you're on ProxioPro, you can mention that you are a global agent and that you will give your clients listing exposure to a network of 600,000 agents. So you want to really leverage Proxio to differentiate yourself and stand out as an agent with global exposure, global connections, and market knowledge. So if you guys want some more tools to help you do that, go to proxioworld.com/downloads, and we have a marketing kit for you guys there with some different tools and little flyers and global seals that will help you stand out. And I'm now going to go over the 3 types of memberships that you can get with Proxio. And the first is a standard agent package. So that's going to give you global networking with over 600,000 agents, global syndication to worldproperties.com, which is an international consumer facing site. And then we have the instant and accurate translations. That's going to be $99 a year. Next, we have our premium package, which is the second highest membership. That will give you your profile is going to be featured in agent searches on ProxioPro and World Properties. You get up to 5 of those featured listings included in the package. You get the social search Facebook app, which goes on your Facebook business page and will display all of your listings as well as your MLS listings. And you can engage home buyers right from Facebook, so that's an awesome tool. And then we have the property search widget, which goes on your personal website and will display all your listings as well as your network listings in there so that you can engage home buyers with all your listings on Proxio right from your personal website. So that's going to be $34.99 a month or $349 a year. So for all of our packages, by the way, it's cheaper to buy if you buy a year at a time. We give you guys a discount if you buy a whole year. And then our highest membership is global. So that will give you top placement in searches on ProxioPro and World Properties. You'll be featured in a banner ad rotation, and you get up to 10 of those featured listings on ProxioPro. You get the Facebook app and the search widget for your personal site. And then Global is the only package that will give you global syndication of 10 properties on 20 plus top international portals. So these are some popular portals that are popular in countries besides the US, and we're going to put your listings on there for no extra cost. So if you guys are really looking to expand your business and really reach new countries, we recommend going global. It's going to be the most efficient package to help you do that. And it's $74.99 a month or $749 for 1 year. And so I'm just going to take a couple minutes right now to tell you guys about our newest product, which is absolutely free for ProxioPro users. And it's Proxio Developer Showcase. It's the world's most powerful web-based marketing system for agents. So what this is it's a way for you guys to connect with top developments from around the world. So I don't know if you guys have ever sold a unit in a development before, but it can be kind of a process to get into the sales office and get all the information you need and really represent developments. And so we wanted to solve that problem for you guys, and we made it easy for you by creating Proxio Developer Showcase. So on the system, we have several hundred developments that you guys can choose from. Once you hit follow, you now have everything you need to promote that development. So we give you guys customized marketing materials and a beautiful custom website to display your projects on. And you can generate and track leads all within the system. So you can go to proxioworld.com/webinars and register for a Proxio Developer Showcase webinar. I highly recommend this. It's a completely free tool, and it's going to help you guys earn up to 8% commission selling for developers. So it's a great tool for you guys, and it's absolutely free. Here's an example of the website that you get with Proxio Developer Showcase. It's going to show all the projects that you follow. And you can direct your clients to this homepage of yours, and they can check out your inventory and contact you if they're interested. And you can generate those leads and close those sales and earn commissions for top developments. So that's great. And that's everything I have for you guys today. So I'm going to stick around for a few minutes to answer any questions. type them in the chat box. I will answer them. If not, you guys are free to go. I do have a little gift for you. It's an upgrade discount just to say thanks for attending the webinar. Write this down. It's WW code 04, and that will get you 20% off on your ProxioPro membership. So that's for you guys. And again, I'm here for the next few minutes to answer questions. So type them now, and I'll be here. If not, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks again for coming.